Male Epstein victim allegedly by President Bush. This is the first Bush, not the second Bush. Witnessed a baby being... Let's go ahead and read this. I'd like to add a few other points disclosed by my purported victim. While on his yacht, he witnessed an African-American males having with white blonde females, all of whom were... He was a victim of the type of ritualistic sacrifice in which feet were cut with a scimitar, but left no scarring. On the yacht, he witnessed babies being... He was also by George Bush the First. There ain't no way this shit's real. I mean, it might not be real. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. But damn, this is gonna require some astronomical evidence. Oh my God. This is what my mom always believed, is that there is an initiation ritual into the leadership class of the world. And inside of the initiation ritual, you would have to do something that is like just so insanely like perverted, perverse, evil, deranged, and awful that you would do two things. The first thing would be that you would have blackmail on you that would totally destroy your life with no chance of ever recovering it, so they can control you and you have to operate within their best interests. That's number one. And number two, it is the basically the refutation of anything other than hedonistic Luciferian desires. So 4chan founder Moot is on the Epstein files. Look at this. Last night in San Francisco, I met some interesting people. There is a cool guy, kid, that you should meet. Christopher Poole. He is only 23. Read his bio. So Christopher Poole is the creator of 4chan. So he met Jeffrey Epstein. Oh my God. And then here we go here. 3 days after Moot met with Jeffrey Epstein, Poll was launched. Creator and owner of 4chan, Chris Poole, was in contact with Epstein. Hackers revealed that half of the posts ever on Poll were from Israeli IP addresses. Poll was a psyop. Pizzagate was real. Epstein is an anon. Gillisane was a Reddit supermod. And so anyway, what did I tell you guys? For years, I said the culture war stuff was manufactured by the capitalist class. By the way, I said many times that I thought Occupy Wall Street was the closest thing that we had ever came to having class consciousness, right? And because of that, all of the elites panicked and they injected the Democrat Party and all of politics with identity politics to keep people infighting about, oh, but you're gay? I'm black. Oh, what are you? I don't know what I am. And that's it. And transgender and everything else, because it was always a thing, but it got dialed way up after 2010, didn't it? When did Occupy Wall Street really happen? From September 17th to November 2011. Jeffrey Epstein talks to Christopher Poole in the middle of Occupy Wall Street in October. And then during Occupy Wall Street, Poll is born. Gentlemen, my conspiracy theory that I invented out of nothing is true. I'm feeling pretty good, guys. I'm feeling really good. In 2000s, we had movies like Rush Hour. We had everybody making jokes about being gay. We had people not really giving a shit as much about being gay. You know, you could call people the N-word. Nobody cared about what anybody was saying. None of it really mattered. And it was the golden age. Everything was amazing. And then 9/11 happens. All the Arabs are bad. All Muslims are bad. And, you know, you're going right back to, you know, anybody brown is bad. And so then that recovered, right? And by the end of the 2010, a lot of that was a joke at this point, right? And so then after all that, so everybody was coming back together and a group of college students got together and they got in front of Wall Street. And there was a huge protest at the time, right? You can see how many people were here. And there was a coordinated mainstream media approach to delegitimize this protest. Look at these things here. Wake up America, tax Wall Street, tax the rich. We are the 99%. The elites and the rich people in the country saw that and they said, we've got to put these back to bed. And so what they did after 2011 is that is whenever all of the identity politics came in. That is whenever all of the tone policing came in. That is whenever woke culture began. This was the closest that we have ever come, anybody has ever come, to actual class consciousness. And then after it failed, then everything was gay. Everything was trans. Everything was racial. Everything was some sort of identity. You know what makes my conspiracy theory a little bit more valid? When during Occupy Wall Street, one of the richest and most influential people, Jeffrey Epstein, met with one of the other people that was running a website that a lot of people were discussing politics on. And then as a result of that, during Occupy Wall Street, Pol was born. That's nuts. Holy shit. And this is another one. Bill Gates mentioned in Epstein emails. Jeffrey Epstein is a board member for Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Look inside. Epstein introduces Bill Gates to a Russian. Gets STD from a Russian. Bill is worried that he gave his wife an STD. Bill asks Epstein for help. Epstein gets Bill antibiotics from doctor friend. Bill asks Epstein for help discreetly giving Melinda antibiotics so she doesn't learn he cheated. Epstein gets annoyed with Bill, tells him he's annoying. Epstein resigns from the foundation. Jeffrey Epstein got banned by Xbox Live. Bill Gates bans Jeffrey Epstein's Xbox Live account after he doesn't give Bill Gates TD antibiotics to secretly give to his wife. So basically, a vast global child network constantly used pizza in every single one of their communications as a clear code word. But this one time in Washington, D.C., when a random pizza shop owner, who was named one of the 50 most powerful people in D.C., was doing the same thing and using the same language with Obama and the Clintons, they were actually just talking about pizza and hot dogs, and it was a coincidence and a red herring, and then a street camera that, since its inception had been pointed at the pizza shop, was suddenly pointed in a different direction on the same day that a random guy in a random act of violence fired a single bullet into the pizza shop door, which destroyed the hard drive on the pizza shop computer, and then he was killed in a traffic stop, and then every mention of the pizza shop was scrubbed from the internet. Oh my god. Oh my god. I wish my mom was alive to see this. I do. Looking at the celebrities that joke about pizza.
So that's where Clooney lives, George Clooney lives.
Yes.
And Jen and George are friends. So
George,
you went to George's house?
Yes. I mean, I know George back in the day, so we went there and went over to their house. They made us homemade pizza, and it was an amazing time.
Why does your set look like Epstein's Island? Nah, this is fake. Dude, I don't know. I think they're similar. Damn, man. There sure are a lot of coincidences, huh? Look at the colors, man. It's obvious. Yeah, I mean, the blue and white and everything, it's... I mean, guys, I don't know how people aren't seeing that this is very close to being the same thing, man. No way. No way. No way. No way. This is from Jeffrey Epstein. This is not me saying it. It's not Nick Fuentes saying it. It's not Sneeko. It's not Hassan. It's Jeffrey Epstein saying it. This is the way the Jew make money and made a fortune in the past 10 years, selling short the shipping futures. Let the Goyim deal in the real world. Bro, every stereotype confirmed overnight. In this entry, a young girl talks about how she gave birth. She was terrified of how much blood there was on the bed and the floor. She was allowed to hold the baby for a few minutes before the baby was taken from her, and an old woman promised the baby would be safe. After letting go of her baby, she said she felt dead inside. So, all these babies, nobody knows what happened to any of these babies. So are you telling me that there is a possibility that there is a satanic elite that's young girls, f***ing them to give birth, and then taking the babies, and then and so Pepsi used baby stem cells or something like that? I remember my mom read about it, and she said, we're not going to drink Pepsi anymore. And we didn't drink Pepsi for like 2 weeks. And then we just went back to drinking Pepsi. Jeffrey Epstein disparaged non-Jews. Here we go. Goyim were born to only serve us, he said in a 2010 sermon. Without that, they have no place in the world, only to serve the people of Israel. Guys, this is insane. Really. I mean, this is like every stereotype, every paranoia, every conspiracy theory, everything just it all aligns. I don't even know what to say. Epstein victim says there are tapes of the Donald Trump that will force him to resign from the presidency. Well, let's see him. Let's see him. I'm ready. I'm ready. I feel like they probably deleted those, right? I mean, I bet they deleted those. This is the craziest thing about all this. There are millions of files that are still unreleased. Some of the reasons are because So yeah, keep this in mind. The stuff that they're releasing now isn't even the bad stuff. Why are they releasing it now? Because there was a court requirement that they release it. I mean, obviously, like, that's clearly the reason why. Epstein supposedly had a hand in the appearance of microtransactions in Call of Duty? What? Wait, what? What the f? I'm all for indoctrinating into an economy. You gotta love how his example of real-world rewards are virtual items in games. And that was sent to Jeff... Dude, was this guy like the main character of the world? I mean, really? This is insane. Like, everything ties back to this one guy. He was the main character. The main villain. Do you really think that he's dead? I don't know, man. I mean, after seeing all of this guy was generational. What do you guys think at this point the probability is that Jeffrey Epstein was aware of or had something to do with 9/11? Like, really? Like, where's the actual percentage here? Like, it's 100%. Yeah, I mean, like, there's got to be something he knew what was going on. An email sent from Sultan Ahmed bin Salman, Emirati businessman, to Jeffrey Epstein in February 2010 implies that Epstein had a hand in Mossad operation in January 18th, 2010, where his elite Israeli squad arrived in Dubai to kill a high-ranking member of Hamas. Dear Jeffrey, I'm attaching some media regarding the Israeli operation in Dubai. I will call you around 7 p.m. Eastern time. What happened doesn't help anyone. I don't even know what to say. This dude is behind everything. What's Mossad? Mossad is the Israeli intelligence agency. A lot of people might not know that. Emails released from the Epstein files show Jeffrey Epstein conducting business in 2016 with Emmanuel Macron. Describe Macron allegedly seeking Epstein's help with governance and public relations after Macron had already become the French president. Oh my God. To Jeffrey Epstein, had a nice conversation with French Minister of Economy, Mr. Macron, regarding our business in France. Oh my God. All right, one more Epstein one. One more. How he's involved with the Vatican. From Jeffrey Epstein. The most important change in the Vatican may not be Pope Benedict's sudden retirement, but the change in leadership at the Institute for Works and Religion, the Vatican's bank. Because of the Vatican's status as a sovereign country, it's exempt from transparency rules of not only Italy, but the European Union. This status allows its elite clients to evade any scrutiny for their money transfers. Last May, Vatican Bank President Ettore Gotti Tschidi was fired after Italian authorities opened an investigation into far-flung bribery scheme where he was allegedly involved. 47 dossiers, including compromising about internal enemies in the Vatican, was found in search of his home. They had instructions on how they were used in case something happened to them. Tschedi's intercepted calls further revealed that his concern was that he would be assassinated because he knew the Vatican's secrets. By late 2012, he was cooperating with the ongoing Italian investigation. It was at this point that the all-powerful College of Cardinals, in one of its last acts of the Benedict papacy, appointed German lawyer Urs von Freiberg as the president of the bank. This came at the extraordinary resignation of Pope Benedict. Does this guy know everything? I don't even know what to say. Like, it's just, this is crazy. Holy shit. We're all red-pilled now? Dude, some of this stuff that's gone on with this is just unreal. This man was on some Matrix Agent Smith level shit. I'd say more like the architect. I mean, he was the one that was in charge of all this stuff. This iceberg is so big it could sink the Titanic. Do you think he's the only big bad? I mean, is it possible for somebody to have more motion than this? Like, I don't think it is.